Sometimes we move so fast in our plans and thoughts that we forget the gentle voice calling us to pause and obey. God is not angry, He is pleading. He loves you too much to stay silent while your choices lead you away from Him. Every command from God is not to control you, but to save you from pain that comes when you walk away from His will. When we ignore God's voice, something starts dying inside. The joy that we once felt becomes weak. The peace we used to enjoy fades into worry. Disobedience doesn't just separate us from God, it empties us slowly, layer by layer. The Bible says that rebellion is like the sin of witchcraft and pride like idolatry. When we resist God's voice, we begin to build walls that keep His blessings away. Adam and Eve thought one small act wouldn't matter, but that single decision caused them to lose the garden. They didn't realize that turning away for a moment could lead to a lifetime of pain. God is calling you now because He doesn't want that story repeated in your life. It's easy to think ignoring a small warning is harmless. Maybe God told you to forgive someone, to leave a certain habit, to trust Him instead of worrying, or to stop walking with people who lead you away from His word. But when you delay obedience, you open small cracks where darkness can enter. The heart becomes used to silence, and soon you stop recognizing His voice. The Israelites did this in the wilderness. They complained and doubted over and over until their disobedience became their grave. Only two, Joshua and Caleb, lived to see the promise because they listened, trusted, and followed fully. Every time we say yes to God, we keep ourselves in the shadow of His wings. Every time we say no, even quietly, we drift toward danger. God's message today is a warning, but it also carries great mercy. He is not saying this to punish, but to pull you back before it's too late. The Bible reminds us that stubborn hearts bring curses, but humble hearts bring restoration. When you listen to God, the same voice that warns also heals. He still desires to bless you, to fill your home with peace, to restore what you thought you lost. But that promise is carried on the wings of obedience. The moment you listen again and turn your heart to Him, everything can change. Where there's been silence, you will hear His voice again. Where you feel distance, His presence will wrap around you like a warm embrace. God's love is not gone. He is right there, fighting for your attention, because He refuses to lose you to the noise of the world. So if you hear Him saying, "Stop, stop now. Don't wait for another day or another season. Stop worrying, stop hiding, stop pretending it's not Him." This is your moment to return, your chance to walk back into light. God wants to lead you, lift you, and renew you before the enemy takes what belongs to you. You are not too far, not too broken, and not too late to listen. He is still whispering your name with love, saying, "Come back to me." If you respond now, you will not lose God. You will find Him nearer than ever before. Listen while He calls, and you will feel His peace flood your soul once again. God is leaning close to you to let you know that He has never forgotten about you. Even though you might think you just happened to scroll down and end up here, heaven has planned this very moment for your heart. You've been here, right now, because of every step, pause, and second of doubt. Something bigger is happening around you. Heaven is calling your name. If you pay close attention, you can feel it in your chest. There is a reason for that small spark you feel and the soft warmth that spreads through your heart. It's God calling you to get back on track with His plan. Michael says, "Stop, listen, don't drift past this moment. For too long your mind has been crowded with noise, with worries, with memories that replay like an endless loop. But heaven has broken through all of that noise just to reach you. This is God's way of telling you, "My child, I never forgot you. You will not be lost as long as I am with you." Archangel Michael is your strong guardian, but today he doesn't come with a sword raised. Instead, he comes with his arms open wide, telling you, you are loved more than you know. It's easier to see you than you think. You are picked for more reasons than you think. This message isn't about being scared. It is about fixing things up. It's meant to bring you back into the flow of gifts that have been hovering above you, ready to greet you with open arms. There were times in your life when you felt like no one saw you, when you wondered if God still heard your prayers, and when you didn't understand why other people seemed to be moving forward while you stayed stuck. Michael says, I wasn't punished during those years. They were getting ready. They were the quiet places where heaven trained you and shaped your spirit. God didn't forget about you. He was making you stronger, because what's going to happen in your life will need a spirit that has been through fire and still shines like gold. Listen up. It's important, but not in a scary way. It's the pressing need of fate. You can't wait too long when heaven opens a door, because that door has to do with timing, and timing is holy. Michael is telling you that you have been given your very own shift in the clouds. It's like the books of fate were opened last night, and your name was written in bright letters that said, now is the time. Things, people, and chances around you have already been lined up by the gods, and the next few days will bring signs that confirm this message. Take a break now. Take a look at this. How many times did you almost give up? How many times did you cry alone at night, hoping no one would hear? But God was gathering them in every tear and planting them in ways that would lead to the breakthrough you're about to experience. That's why this is being said today. The seeds are ready to grow. He says, do not skip this moment, for this is the moment heaven has been waiting for. This is the moment your heart has been waiting for. You will begin to notice a stirring around you, a phone call that feels divinely timed, a dream that feels more real than usual, a word from a stranger that strikes your soul with truth. These are not coincidences. They are heavenly confirmations. God is moving in the background of your story. And Michael has been sent as a messenger to open your eyes so that you do not miss the signs. Stop right here. Take a deep breath. Do you feel that? That lightness in your spirit, that quiet assurance that is rising even as you listen, that is the voice of God saying, I am not far, I am here. Every doubt that has been holding you hostage is breaking right now. Every lie that said you were forgotten is being silenced. Every chain of limitation that tried to convince you that life would always stay the same is being shattered. You are standing on holy ground at this very moment because heaven has chosen to meet you here. Archangel Michael says, do not lose God in the noise of this world. Don't lose his voice in all the other things going on around you. Because the answer you've been looking for, the relief you've been begging for, and the gift you've been waiting for is already coming your way. There's no need to chase it. You don't need to beg. To accept what has already been given, all you have to do is open your heart. Beloved, the love of God is always coming after you. There were times when you pulled away, but his love never went away. He was always loyal, even when you didn't believe it. And now, as you sit in this exact moment, he is saying, child, I am still here. I am still yours. And I have never stopped being your God. This is why Michael's voice sounds urgent, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Because heaven sees how many distractions have been pulling at your focus. Heaven sees how many false voices have tried to speak louder than God's whisper. And heaven has chosen today as the day when clarity will return to your spirit. Look at your life right now. Look at the crossroads you stand upon. This is not by accident. Michael says, the path ahead is opening, but you must choose to walk it with faith. God is placing before you two options: to remain in the patterns of yesterday or to step boldly into the future he has prepared. And right now, heaven is guiding you to choose the path of light, the path of hope, the path of miracles. Even as you listen, the angels are surrounding you. Michael stands at the front. Gabriel whispers in your ear. Raphael pours healing into your heart. You are not alone at this moment. You are surrounded by divine presence. That heaviness you've been carrying, it is lifting now. That confusion clouding your mind, it is clearing that loneliness pressing on your chest. It is dissolving in the warmth of God's embrace. Heaven says, you thought you were overlooked, but in truth, you were being set apart. Though you thought you were late, you were actually just in the right time. You believed you were broken, but you were really being fixed in ways you couldn't see. There is a story behind every scar you have. Every prayer said in silence is now important. You can now enter heaven because the door is open. He's saying, do not walk away. Stay here. Lean in, because the very thing your soul has been craving is being poured out right now. You are stepping into a season where restoration will flow like a river. Relationships that were strained will heal. Opportunities that were closed will reopen. Finances that were blocked will suddenly be released. Health that was fragile will strengthen. And above all, your spirit will rise with a peace you have not felt in years. My child, the voice of God is not condemning you. It is calling you home. It is calling you back to a place of rest. It is calling you into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. That is why Michael is pleading, do not lose God by ignoring this moment. What you are seeing right now is a miracle that you should not miss. Stay here. Pay close attention. Let this truth hit you hard. You have been picked. You're loved. We haven't forgotten about you. Dear child of light, listen to the word that goes into your soul from all time. Archangel Michael has come forward with the sword of truth, not to scare you, but to cut through all the deception that has been put up around you. There is no noise or chaos coming from heaven. Instead, there is truth that will flow into your heart like a river of peace. You've thought about why your days are so hard and why your nights are full of unsolved questions. There is more to today than just another day. Today is the day that God's breath speaks to you. There, His voice perfectly touches your spirit, and you remember that you are not walking alone, but in His arms. The person who made you has seen every moment of your life. Every tear you tried to hide, every prayer you said under your breath, and every desire you hid deep down has been burned up and sent up to heaven. The Archangel Michael now says that heaven has answered. This letter is not a fluke. It's a way for your soul to connect with God's heart. You can't skip or move past this. It's here to bring out something inside you that's been dying to live again. The world says you're small, but God sees you as huge, limitless, brilliant, and chosen. You don't own the weight you've been taking on. It's ready to be taken away by heaven. As Michael talks, picture the sky opening up above you. Imagine that a pure light is coming down into your space right now and wrapping you in warmth. This light will tell you that you are loved in a way that words can never fully describe. That sound is the voice of all time calling your name. Dear one, this is the time when your heart stops wandering and starts to follow the right path again. You've looked for a reason. You have asked to be sure. You asked for a sign, and this is it. God wants you to stop. Pay attention to me. Do not get lost in all the noise in the world. I've been waiting with you for you to stop and lean in. The Archangel Michael is telling your spirit to open up so that grace and strength from heaven can fill you up. Remember the times you wanted to give up, the nights when you cried on your pillow and no one else saw them. There was heaven. You thought you were forgotten all the time. They were like angels by your side. God knew about your pain, even when you thought no one else did. Every time you mumbled, "Help me," Michael wrote it down, brought it to the throne, and now He's back with this answer. You are not left alone. You are seen by everyone. We haven't forgotten about you. Right now, feel this truth. You have been picked for something bigger than the trouble you've been through. You are being called into a story that is bigger than the sadness you've been through. Heaven is telling you that a new part of your life has begun, one that is full of healing, one that is perfectly aligned with God, one that is full of miracles that people can't understand. Think for a moment about what would happen if the delays you were experiencing were not penalties but divine reroutes. What if the doors that were shut were really God's way of keeping you from going down roads that would have hurt you? What if every prayer that wasn't heard was not a refusal but a moving? Look again. What you thought was the end was just the beginning. What you thought was silence was God writing a bigger plan. There is life after you. It's not hopeless. You won't feel the same pain again. It is full of gifts that are just waiting to come out. Good things that have your name on them since the beginning of time. God is now telling you, if you stay close, you will never lose me. Don't turn away. Don't let anything else take away from this moment. I have my hands open. My love never ends. I am here with you. As you listen, feel His energy wrap around you. Someone else shouldn't hear this story. It's for you. It's in your heart. That feeling inside you is heaven letting you know it's true. The chills running down your spine, the tears welling up in your eyes, and the weight lifting off your chest. You are being touched by heaven right now. Michael is your defense, your guardian, and your leader. He is saying, "Child, you are too precious to be lost in this noise, too chosen to be swallowed by despair, too anointed to be overlooked." The very reason this message found you is because heaven will not allow you to drift away. You are needed. Your life is not an accident. Your existence is not random. There are divine appointments waiting for you, souls tied to your obedience, blessings assigned to your yes. So hear me now. Your time has come to rise. God is not asking for perfection. He is asking for attention. He is not demanding rituals. He is longing for relationship. He is not waiting for you to fix everything first. He is waiting for you to open your heart, to lean into His presence, to allow His Spirit to breathe new life into you. Beloved soul, do not let fear silence you. Do not let shame chain you. Do not let distraction blind you. God has been calling you. And right now, Archangel Michael has been permitted to break through the noise and deliver this reminder. You belong to Him. Your place is with Him. Your strength is from Him, and your future is secure in Him. This message is not a chance. It is divine intervention. God is standing at the door of your heart, knocking gently, waiting patiently, but urging you to let Him in now. The next steps of your life depend on this moment. The healing you need, the answers you've been seeking, the breakthrough you've been desperate for, they are all tied to your willingness to listen and receive. Archangel Michael's voice echoes, "Stop everything else. Listen, heaven is speaking your name. Heaven is opening the book of your destiny. Heaven is turning the page. Do not miss this moment. Do not scroll away. This is not ordinary. This is divine." So lift your eyes, lift your heart, and whisper yes. Say yes to the God who loves you beyond imagination. Say yes to the path that will finally bring peace. Say yes to the love that will never let you go. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your moment. Listen carefully, because this is not by accident. The fact that you are hearing these words right now means that heaven has interrupted your timeline. Archangel Michael has been standing beside you, whispering into your spirit, waiting for this very moment when your heart would finally stop running and your ears would finally listen. You were not supposed to scroll past this message. You were not supposed to ignore it, because God's hand has pushed this video into your path at the exact second your soul needed it. This is not random. This is divine alignment. And if you let your spirit open, you will feel it. You will know deep inside that this is heaven's way of calling your name. Archangel Michael says, "Stop, pause, breathe," because God is speaking to you. You've been wanting to know more, right? They haven't heard you cry out for answers because no one else does. You smile around other people, but when you're by yourself, you break down. You have questions that are bigger than what you can say. Heaven is telling us right now, you will lose the voice of God if you keep skipping, if you keep brushing off the whispers, if you keep telling yourself later, because later is already going away. Now is your chance. Now is your 10-second chance for heaven to drop something into your spirit that will change your life forever. Michael says, stop searching for proof outside. Stop doubting whether God still loves you, because the very fact that this message has reached you is the proof. Are you clear? Not all of them were picked to hear this. Not everyone was able to see this word. This message is only heard by those who have been marked by heaven and are being reached by God right now. You are part of that. You are probably sitting there thinking if this is real and if you should pay attention. Yes, that's correct. Yes, because God hasn't forgotten about you. Yes, because the Archangel Michael has been sent to bring you back into the heavenly flow of what God has planned for you. What does God say to his child? You have been living in survival, but I am calling you into overflow. Your life is made up of broken pieces, but I'm putting them back together. You've been low on oil, but I'm about to add some new oil to you. Heaven has been waiting for you to finally let go of your guard and let them in. Michael tells her, you are on the verge of something powerful, but you must stop running away from the voice that is trying to save you. Think about that. How many times did you skip the whisper? After how many times did you say that? How many times have you hidden your pain so deep that not even your prayers could be heard? The love of God is still after you, though, and you are still standing here, alive. That isn't a mistake. That is the perseverance of God. Child, God has been after you, not with anger or punishment, but with love that was so strong that his angels kept calling your name even when you tried to shut them out. He says, you have been hard to reach, but heaven refuses to let you go. This is why you are hearing this now. This is why Michael says, stop and listen. Your story is about to change. No longer will your nights of crying go to waste. The time you spend waiting will no longer feel like a sentence. In the records of heaven, your prayers are not lost. Some of the prayers you thought were answered years ago are now being answered again. You have to be there to take it, Michael says, because God's hand is moving. You will miss the gift if you keep skipping. It's not that God doesn't want to give it to you. You just didn't stay still long enough to receive it. He says, you are entering into a new hour, and this message is the doorway. Think of it. Doors only stay open for a moment. They are not open forever. That is why heaven says, 10 seconds. It is not about time running out. It is about the urgency of your obedience. Right now, heaven is saying, step into the door. Join the flow. Don't ignore the pull in your heart. This is God. Close your eyes and feel him say, my child, I am not done with you. My child, I still have plans for you. My child, I will not let you go. Feel the chills going up your spine. It's not a coincidence. You can feel God's presence on top of you. That's Archangel Michael standing close by to let you know that heaven is talking to you directly. Heaven wants you to know that it's still not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too lost. You're still not too far away. God's kindness has been ready with an open hand. It's time to take it now. Michael told them, there are blessings waiting for you with your name written on them. There are breakthroughs waiting for you with your name engraved in the Spirit, but they can't reach you until you align. And the first step to alignment is to listen. By opening your spirit right now and saying, yes, Lord, I hear you. Yes, Lord, I receive. Yes, Lord, I will not skip your voice again. Let this moment sink in, because your tomorrow depends on what you choose today. This is not about fear, it's about love. Heaven is calling your name because you matter. Your story is not over. Your life is about to change into a season of unexpected joy. And Michael says, the things you thought were blocked and the doors you thought were shut will begin to open in front of you like rivers making way in the desert. This is God's love reaching you. This is Michael shouting your name in the Spirit. This is heaven saying, stop. As you read this, don't scroll down because your surprise depends on it. What God's glory will do in your life will surprise you if you pay attention. You will be amazed at how quickly you make progress if you open your heart. After days of being empty, days of overflow will come your way if you really receive this. Stop and listen. I am here, I am speaking, and I will not let you lose me because I refuse to lose you. My beloved soul, listen to me with all your heart. What I am about to say is not just a repeat of words, it is a current of spirit coming from eternity to touch your life right now.